Article Transmisogyny by Julia Serrano was extremely thought-provoking. Before reading this piece, I never considered the fact that trans men are disproportionately portrayed by the media and seemingly invisible when discussing trans rights and issues. I say this to say that most of the time when an article or movie or show or anything portrayed by the media is put out to represent the transgender community, more often than not, the person that they are portraying is a masculine to feminine transgender or a male to female, so transgender women. I learned more about gender expression discrimination in my Psychology of Women class. There, we discuss how masculine girls are not as harshly opposed as feminine boys. So this point was again mentioned in Serrano's article. And in the article, she discusses these ideals that stem from the idea that femaleness only exists for the benefit of maleness. Also that femininity is inferior to masculinity. I agree that these ideals stem from that idea, especially the idea that being feminine is inferior to being masculine. And in the article, Julia connects these ideals to Julia uses these ideals as evidence for why there's a difference of portrayal between transgender women and transgender men. I've seen this difference of characters played by transgender women and men on TV and in films. Transgender males are often portrayed as one of the boys. Oftentimes, they're still able to maintain a typical life, or they are portrayed as criminals that are defiant of societal views. So these type of stereotypes are not viewed as negatively as transgender females who are more often than not portrayed as homeless. And this possibly is due to being exiled from family or friends. It's a common theme in most of these shows or stories about transgenders. Or they're portrayed as sex workers. And this aspect was seen in the movie Tangerine, which in my opinion did not portray transgender women in a positive light. I just think that the media plays a big part in influencing societal norms, and it is worth noting the difference in treatment between transgender males and transgender females. In response to Riley's vlog number 11, I agree with her thoughts on women often being placed into certain categories that often only work against them. This is stereotypical labeling of women that the media often expresses.